Brad, how you doing, man?
Good, brother.
Good, good. I'm excited about today's call, man. I'm really excited. We got some good
Good.
stuff for these people.
Good. Me too.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, so we know we're going live. This is unscripted. So this is off the cuff. This is what me and Brad believe in. This is our own thing that we're sharing with you guys, and you're going to be blown away by what we have. All right. So this particular video, this particular hangout, is nothing more than understanding your power when it comes to your business and your belief system. I believe that if you are an entrepreneur, I believe that if you are a leader, then you should have certain traits within you that make you that much stronger. What do you say about that, Brett?
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think the most important thing to be successful in this excuse me in this business or anything that you pursue in life is to be committed. Is to stay focused, be committed, set your goal and what you want to achieve, and then go ahead and accomplish that to the best of your abilities.
That's without a doubt. Everything that we're going to say, understand, it comes from the heart. It comes from our own experiences. It comes from a lot of failures, but along the lines, because of the journey we're going to take, you're going to learn how to embrace all of this, the bull crap you went through all your life, and how it makes you stronger. Okay, so we're going to start off with going by a little journey. Okay, first day of your life, you're a little baby, you're born. Understand you were born with everything you need to succeed. 5 years old, we're going to fast forward. 5 years old, you see something on television, you see something in the street, you see something somewhere, and it ignites you. Be like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. So at 5 years old, you go to your parents, hey, Dad, Mom, I want to do this. What does your dad say? Well, that's good, but you have to go to school, get good grades. You have to go to college and get good grades. Get a job, get job security, and then maybe later on you can do that. Your mother says, listen to your father, he knows best. Now, in the meantime, all you see is your mother and father struggling, trying to make paycheck to paycheck, barely doing it. And they're the people that are going to tell you, don't do your dreams because they will not work. Bullcrap. Fast forward to high school. You're laying in bed. All of a sudden, bam, you have an epiphany of what you want to do in your life. You're like, oh, man. When you have it, you have this feeling in your heart that this is true to you. You have this gut instinct that, man, this is what my life is going to be. You're so excited. You run to your boys, you run to your friends. Hey, look, this is what I want to do. Friend number one, you want to do that? Dude, you're not even passing English. What are you talking about? And then here's you. Well, yeah, okay, maybe I should be better in English. Friend number two, you do that? Dude, man, forget that. Let's play video games. And in an effort not to be left out, in an effort to join the so-called crowd, you say, okay, let's play video games. And that vision dies. Fast forward again, mid-20s, mid-30s, you're at a job you do not like. You're flipping burgers. You're putting clothes up. You're working in the retail business. Hate the job, but you have to pay bills. So what do? You stay where you are. And then later on you find out I'm not making enough money. So your solution is to get another job that you hate. Retardation sets in. Realization sets in, saying that, you know what? This may not be the avenue you want to accomplish. This may not be the avenue that you want to keep going. So what happens is this. Sit down and you sit on your bed and you start praying. God, I don't like the money I'm making. I don't like the way my life is. Please help me. God looks at you and he says, you know what? All you have to do is ask. He then goes to somebody that you may or may not know. They make a video, they blog, or if you know them, they call you directly. Because God put your face in their head so that they can be geared to call you about an opportunity that you asked him for. Here's the phone call. Ring. Hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing, man? Listen, I don't have a lot of time, but I just got involved with this great new business, and we're having a phone call tonight. Are you available around 9 o'clock? Your answer, oh, man, I wish you would have called me, gosh, maybe like yesterday, man, because I got so much to do tonight, I can't do it. Okay, cool. When do you think you'll be free? Because there's another one next week, but I can actually get you involved and actually put you on the line with my business partner who can explain it better than I could. This is you. Oh man, you know what? I would, but I got so much on my plate. Let me call you back when I check my schedule. All right, man. Listen, do that. I'll call you tomorrow to follow up. Yeah, do that, man. I got you. Click. This is your schedule. What's on TV tonight? Oh wow, look at that. What's that show I like? Housewives of Beverly Hills? Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Oh no. Love and Hip Hop. That's my stuff right there. Yeah. And then you do that day after day. When meeting after meeting goes by, when people call you because you asked God for this, and you let that go by. This is why people fail. This is why people are not successful, because they don't believe in themselves. They took all that stuff that people had told them from the past. The mother and father says you have to go to school. Your friends laughed at you because you shared your vision with them. You're in a position where you don't believe that you can actually achieve your goals. And this is the biggest thing that you have to understand, that your vision is from God. Your vision of your better future, of your better predicament, is a vision of is a preview of what's to come if you take action. Now, what I mean by taking action? Getting off your butt, turning off the television, and understanding that if you just pick up a book, or if you just listen to somebody who is there where you want to be, let them mentor you. Empty your cup so that you can learn. We're talking about something masterful, and not a lot of people can do that. Why? I'll tell you why. Because people are so prideful. People want to achieve on their own reconnaissance with no other help. Or part two is that they just don't believe. The more you do not believe in yourself is the more you stay where you are, and the more you stay where you are is more miserable you're going to be. Here's what I think people or you should do today. Declare that today is the day where you pick up that phone and attend that call. Where you pick up the phone and say, you know what? Help me because I need you. Get rid of your pride. Empty your cup of bullcrap and just say to people, I'm here for you. Make me that millionaire. Make me successful. I am yours to learn from. I want to be a good mentor because I believe that I have what it takes. And you have to understand this mentality. This mentality of asking is not a weakness. It is a strength. Anybody on this call, anybody looking at this video who is successful understands their strength and humbleness and paying attention to a mentor who's where you want to be. Understand this. Brad, you have something to add to that?
Well, yeah, no, I agree. It's like I said, it all goes back to commitment. I mean, hello?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's just you got to do. I mean, the bottom line is that what makes a person successful is when you go out and do the things you don't necessarily want to do, but you go ahead and you do them well. You do them anyway. You know, it's things that you don't want to do. You go ahead and you do them. You know, I'm a little rough around the edges this morning. I had a bachelor party last night, but you know what? I'm sure as hell not going to miss this 10 a.m. Call on Google because that's my responsibility. I'm going to be here because
attaboy.
That's just the way how it has to be. And too many people have just become complacent, you know, just with their day-to-day thing. The bottom line is when most people go to work and they have a job and they have a 9 to 5 or whatever it is, you know what? Bottom line is this. The boss is going to pay them just enough to keep them there, and they're going to work hard enough just not to get fired, okay? And that's just the bottom line of how it is. And when you have that mentality just to go along, get in line, do what I got to do, just so that I can make it, so I can come home and mess around on Facebook, watch TV, play Xbox, whatever it is. Those are the same people that every week are getting the pool together to get their lottery tickets because they want to hit the lottery, and they're going to spend $20-30 a week on lottery tickets because they think, hey, that's the way that's going to make them financially secure. And what they don't realize is there's a business here that you can cash that lottery ticket every day, every week, every month, every year by putting forth a little bit of effort. And it's right here with SPX Nutrition. That's where I'm coming from. What do you think, Rick?
Wow, can you guys hear me? I'm coming to you from my lake house. Can you hear me or what?
Yeah, we see you. Yeah,
forward, man. We got you.
Awesome. You know, I agree. It's super exciting for me to see all this momentum and everything you guys do. I just want to tell all you guys, hey, thanks a lot. It it's mind-blowing. I just wish I was there with you, Brad. I could have went to the party last night.
Yeah. I can't comment on it too much. This is don't want to.
It's a business plan.
I'll tell you
right.
some other time.
No, actually, it's really great, Gerald. I love what you're doing. Always doing these hangouts, getting everybody together, letting them feel that the power, the love, the passion. I'm telling you, it's crazy. We've all been in different companies before. I've been in those, and I know you guys have as well. I've been doing this for so many years. I've helped start up different companies for friends and associates, and I've seen good momentum, but I have never seen what I'm seeing now. I've never seen the family commitment, the devotion, the teamwork, everybody working together, literally to the point where I've seen some of the videos that people have put up, and it literally swells me up, and I get a little teary-eyed because I feel the heartfelt commitment, and I know I see Michael's there. He looks pretty cool in his green shirt. I don't know if you're live or what, but I noticed today we talked a little bit, kind of messaging me back and forth, trying to catch up on all my emails, and we talked about the comp plan, and so many times in these comp plans, it's so convoluted, and you got to stand on one leg, and the barometric pressure has got to be right at the right level, and you have to do all these things to make qualifications, and I'm just tired of that, and so we've tried to change some of those things that the average person can really make some money and leaders can make some money. I mean, to think about, $1 million bonuses. I got to tell you guys, I have some ridiculously big leaders who I've known for years that make 7 figures a year that are tired and frustrated. One of the biggest things is the break-even point, and then, the cost to get in, $500 to $1,000 to get in, and then the other thing, they're just blown away that we have a product-based company. Nobody does that anymore. And I talked the other night on the call. Speaking of that, Brad, I know you'd sent me a message. I was talking with a major guru that's over all the licensing and everything, writes articles for all of Canada, the MLM industry, and was just blown away that we were a basic product-driven company. She said, it seems to me that in this home-based business opportunity thing, people have lost sight of that. They're trying to sell the dream, the snake oils that really don't do anything. And she said, man, I've heard of Nutrithin, and I've seen a lot of that. And so it's a refreshing change, she said, to see a product-based company that focuses on products. I got one of the Manta alerts the other day, and it said, customers are the cornerstone of every business. And if you think about that, it's true. No matter what you do, customers are the cornerstone of your business. If people don't buy your products, I don't care how cool your dream is and how much flash and pizzazz you have, you're not going to be around long, and that's where we're different, guys. We have products that work. I mean, I'm singing to the choir, but I just have to tell you, I think it's amazing, the plant the flag thing. You got to stay focused. Tracy and I were talking about that last night. Finally got a couple minutes to breathe. We came up here to our lake house. I was wishing it was sunny. I was going to go down and shoot something from one of our yachts, but, let everybody see the lake. But just to talk about staying focused, staying branded, and staying with it. I mean, you can be successful, and I hope that's what we portray, Gerald, and I know that you guys are focused on that, is teaching people, plant that flag and stay with it. Brad's always talking about the JOB, people giving it 40 years, and we had this conversation. People give 40 years at a job, and if they're lucky, they might retire and make 30 or 40 grand a year. I just don't get that. But if you stay focused with this business and you stay with it, you probably won't have to stay 40 years. Within just a few short years, you can retire. You'll never retire because it's so damn much fun. You're going to want to stay with it. But the bottom line, and you know this, Gerald, is that you can call it a retire when you work for yourself. It's kind of like being retired, but you guys have already know that. You work harder when you work for yourself. But you'll be able to retire and make 10 times that amount of money in half the time. And that's what I don't understand about people. But, it's the mindset thing. And the revolution and the things that you guys are pushing. I love these Google Hangouts. Wasn't even sure I could get on because I'm kind of doing the wireless thing here up at the lake. But it's awesome what you guys are doing, the movement you're doing. Man, my hat is off to you, and I love and appreciate you guys. Just keep rocking it, man. You guys are just knocking it out of the park.
Thank you, man. And because of your leadership and your vision, man, that's why we're here. So thank you for just starting and leaving Brand X to do your own thing. And because of that, we're here doing these Google Hangouts because we believe in what we're doing. We believe in the product. The product is amazing. You guys know my story. I got rid of my type 2 diabetes. I cannot not share this.
Yeah, we just have to be careful because we can't make medical claims. But definitely, I agree that our products definitely help us do the things that we need to do. And you know this, Gerald, from you being diabetic, you can sing to the masses about that we have an obesity problem, and you know that that's the #1 contributing factor is the fact that people are overweight and obese. And if we can knock that out, we can help people with that obesity problem. You're a prime example of that, Gerald. And boy, I'll tell you your story. I can't watch your story very often. You make me cry, you big lug, you.
Yeah, I want to comment on one thing real quick, and I agree with Rick 100%. You know, I'm not that kind of guy that's that's jumped from deal to deal or you know, company to company or some internet thing that's out there. When I'm going to join a business, I give it some effort. You know, I've been with what five companies in 16 years, so it's like I've given things honest chances, and they just didn't work out. I was close on one where I saw the promised land, but unfortunately through their business practices, they're no longer in business. But I agree with Rick. I mean, I've been around, and the people that I'm talking to, and the excitement and what we're generating here for this launch, and not having to get your pre-position or you're going to get left out, the fear of loss crap that every other company out there does. You know, for their smart pill or whatever they're taking, you know, that's just not very smart. So it's like, here's what's going to be happening. Contact the person that's already going to be committed into this business, and then you can become involved. And not just that, but the caliber of people that we're able to attract to this company. I mean, you know, Mike Betts is. I mean, he can hear me. You know, he grew a substantial organization through Excel Communications, thousands and thousands of people. I mean, Gerald's grown a business. I've grown a business. I mean, the other people that I have on our team have been successful in this business. And so we're not just attracting just the regular Joe who wants to get some quick money or thinks it's an internet or some internet deal. You know, it's just the quality of people. And then now that we've released the compensation plan, and once it gets out there to other professionals, other, you know, what we call, you know, like I said, whales or big people in other companies that are even established companies, they can go ahead and they can look at this and transfer their whole group or even a handful of them over to our team and make 20 to 30% more than what they're doing now, and be locked in. So I mean, the people that what really makes me sad, there's only one thing that makes me sad is the fact that people look at this and just don't get it because they're stuck in their ways, or they're just jumping from internet deal to internet deal. They're shipping packages, or they're doing this, or they're doing that. And you know what? Hey, like you said, Rick, this is the last business you're going to have to build. It's about time. I'm so stoked that I'm here. I know that we're going to have an awesome company, awesome teams, everybody across the board. And if people don't get it now, they're going to be getting it later, and they're going to be like, damn, why didn't I do it right from the get-go? But either way, they're still going to get involved because they're going to have to. Because if they don't, then they just don't get it, and they're never going to get it.
You got that?
Absolutely. Amen.
You know, wow, yeah. I mean, I told you a bunch of people who have either been in multi-level marketing companies and they have a bad taste in their mouth, and then when I tell them how great, one, the product, the compensation plan, and the people, they still like, well, I'm not sure. Those are people that will come on board when they're ready. Not to forget about them, but you don't need them right now. What you have to do at that very moment, next. And it's just that simple. I don't want to be harsh about it, but next.
That's a fact, Harold. That's a fact.
And I want to give you a reality check. When you were born with everything that you need to succeed within you. You have the proper talent, you have the proper mindset, you have the proper everything when you were born. And because of the beliefs of your parents and your friends, your dream killers in your life, they actually took that from you and gave you their belief system. Now, this is something that you have to pay close attention to right now. Where are you getting your information from, and who are you following? If you're following people and listening to people who have not succeeded dictate your reality, then you are at fault. I'm going to say that one more time. If you listen to people who have not done anything in their life but play video games, but watch TV, but get fat, but eat the wrong foods, but do everything that they complain about, and you listen to these people, it's on you. No simple way to say that.
Amen.
This is what you need to do right here and now. When you hear this, I need you to stand up, if you can, and declare that from now on, you're going to cut ties with these people. From now on, you are only going to live your vision and your passion. And I guarantee you, once you make that declaration and you make that decision to do that, the universe or God is going to put people in paths and put people and things in your path. You're going to find money that wasn't there before. You're going to find friends that wasn't there before. You're going to find knowledge that you needed to help you go along that path. And here's the tricky part, and here's the very tricky part. Listen to me closely now. It is not your business how you get to your vision. What I mean by that, if you rely on that vision and make that your focus and wake up every day thinking about your vision, waking up every day thinking about your house, waking up every day thinking about the love that you want, waking up every day thinking about your extended family with our company, then that's what you think about only. The universe will provide you a way to get to that. It's not your business to worry about that. Get that out of your head. Stop worrying about how. How will be there. And all you have to do is obey. All you have to do is one thing, and that's just say yes to your vision. And watch what happens. Your life will change. Your finances will change. And it's not for you. It's not your vision is your reward for saying yes. But your yes is not even for you. It's for you to become an icon of the possibility of change for somebody else who needs to see that. Roger Bannister is a perfect example. He was the only one, the first one, who broke the 4-minute mile barrier. Nobody could think that nobody could run a mile in under 4 minutes. Roger Bannister did it. And because he did that, 20,000 people or more, including high school students, have done so. What does that tell you? That is your job to achieve so that you can ignite the possibility of changing somebody's life from fear, doubt, and disbelief to the possibility that they can achieve their goals. That is your real job. The boat, the house, the money is a reward for doing your job and just saying yes. That's pretty much what I have to say, and I hope you get it. I hope you understand that your success is not your success. Because somebody that you may do a blog might read your blog. Somebody you might do a blog that might read your blog and just be inspired by your story and say to themselves, you know what? If he or she did it, I can do it. Let me contact that person. Let me just try. Let me just get out of my bed, turn off my TV, and open a book. I love reading. And here's the thing. If you don't have time to read, audiobook it, baby. Get down with audiobooks, put that in your car, put that in your iPod, put that in your phone. On your downtime, listen to a book. It'll change your life. If you do that, if you stop listening to music, hip-hop, rock, whatever you listen to, and concentrate on just building yourself up as a human being and get knowledge from wherever you can get it from, in less than 3 months' time, you will start speaking different. You will start believing differently. You will start achieving things that you never thought you can achieve because you're feeding yourself the right things. And I'm pretty sure Brad, I'm pretty sure Rock, they both know this. I'm pretty sure that they've read, they've studied, they did what they had to do to become successful.
Well, the thing is one thing I've learned in this industry over the years is there's just a lot of fakes and a lot of phonies and just a lot of bullshitters. And they sit there and they say, oh, I know this big heavy networker, or I got this big player, or some guy last week, some nobody said, oh, I'm going to bring 1,000 people in from Russia onto my team. And I'm going like, I don't care about Russia. I'm an American, okay? This is the United States. You go ahead and live in your little fantasy world. And it's just, the thing is, it's not about finding that big networker or that so-called, oh, I'm the big hitter and I know someone in Bulgaria or Korea, or they're always talking about international stuff because you know what? They just don't have what it takes to do the basic things as becoming that person. I mean, I'd rather take, the 5 or 10, average Joes or Josephinas and help bring them along and have them committed and believe in me and build that relationship than all of a sudden go for a needle in the haystack and try to land some whale that has a whole bunch of people in his business. And chances are, if you're lucky enough to do that, which you're probably not, they're going to end up going somewhere else because they don't need you. They just happen to connect through you, and that's just. And plus, another thing is, is people get jealous. They know that we have something really good, and when people know that you have a company this awesome and a pay plan this awesome and a staff, the way this business is run, our leadership is being run, they're going to be jealous. And so what are they going to do? They're going to try to tear you down and say, oh, well, this is this or this is that, or, why don't you think of something new? I mean, that's just what people do. And I just don't engage those people because you know what? They're losers. They're losers because they're upset. They're upset. They're upset because they didn't back up their pride and say, you know what? I'm man enough to admit I made mistakes. You know what? Even though it pains me to say it, I've got to go ahead and just, put my pants on, and I got to go with this business or whatever it is in life, is being able to just be able to man up and say, you know what? I was wrong. And there's going to be a lot of people that are going to eventually be saying that and looking at this. Especially if they're taking their smart pill, and if it's working as good as they say it is, then they're going to figure out this is where we need to be. I mean, look at our pay plan. Look at what we have. Are you insane? Do you not see this? I mean, do you see the team bonuses starting at just 2,400 in volume? I mean, what don't you get? And I did a comparison, Rick. I just did a basic thing because everybody's all this. Another thing is people talk about these matrix pay plans. Is there any company out there that's doing over $20 million in sales that's a matrix? Not even just 20 million. Heck, we're going to be doing that in a month. Okay, and I built a structure. I did it. I'm not going to name the company because it's probably not going to be around much longer. But I just basically did four across, and I did 4 across and 3 levels down. Okay, I did 4 across, 3 levels down, and I compared that payment to what our payment is, and that pay plan paid $148. That same amount of volume, doing the same structure with us, paid $238. So I don't know what these people are smoking when they want to go with another plan that pays pennies compared to what we're paying. Oh, and I didn't even factor in the fact that after 1,200 volume, you're going to be spending 80 in volume because you're making more money, so you spend more. So that 238 is probably going to be more roughly over $300 for the same amount of people that I would in this last company that I was with that pays 2% on my first couple of levels. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And then not to mention that my girlfriend just got her product she ordered in January last week. So that's all I got to say about that. But negativity, if people are negative because they just don't want to admit that they're wrong and they're prideful and they want to just hope that this is not going to succeed. But ultimately, we got to open up our arms. Got to say, look, you know what? Come join us. I don't care what company you're with. You know what? This is where we're at. You can be a part of it, and this is going to be something great. Because I just said this to the guy that's building my website. I said, you know what? I said, I've never had a core of professionals and team leaders that I've ever had like I do now, and it's just obvious, and it's going to show once we open the gates. Once we open up the gates on this, Ricky Love, the floodgates are open, man. It's on.
Nice. I love it.
Wait, are you saying something? Okay, well, this is what it is. I told you before that once you make a decision to be successful, people come right into your path and make your vision a reality. Brad just mentioned that very same thing, so I'm not blowing smoke up your butt. I don't do that. You know what I mean? My mission is to make everybody that I come across with happier, very wealthy, because I intend to be there. Now, you know my story, homeless, 5 years. Now, if you believe like I do, homeless for 5 years, and if you believe that there's a balance in life, mansion, car, loving wife, great kids, extended family, it's already in my path. I already see it, I know it, I love it, I live it, because there's balance. So I say to you, if you've been in bad relationships, if you've been in bad businesses, you've learned, you become stronger for your evolution. And that's all that it is. You've gone through a lot of bullcrap in your life to understand why it is bullcrap in your life, to avoid it, to become successful. Is that right, Rick?
Hey, I love what you're saying. It's amazing. There's a couple things that came to thought. One, when Brad was talking there about, comparisons and comp plans, one thing that we want to do is put some little scenarios together in the future and let people actually see it. But hey, it's just what you said, Brad. It's black and white. It is what it is. And, that's how we structured it, because if you're doing what all you guys right here are doing, guys and gals, and you're promoting yourself, branding yourself, and promoting your website that essentially brings sales to you, you're going to increase your money. And I noticed some guy posted something on our fan page wall, and the guy had been with us before in Nutrithin, did really well. I really liked what he said when you're comparing apples to apples and oranges to oranges, like what you talked about, Brad, with, let's say, company XYZ. And they talk about trying to break even at 4. Even if they do, it doesn't really work that way, because you bring in a 5th person or you make another sale, not to mention it's a customer, that doesn't count. Here, in other companies, you bring on another one, your monthly residual doesn't change. You bring in another person, it doesn't change. You bring in another person, it doesn't change. You bring in another person, it doesn't change. What happens is people become frustrated because they're recruiting people, they're selling to customers, they're building their business. The bottom line is, I love that, the bottom line is they're not making any more money, and their residual check is not increasing. That's why we took all the smoke and mirrors out in our comp plan. You bring 4, you pay no more. You want to get tricky about it, and first month get 3 and it's free. Next month do 1 more and it's pay no more. But what's cool about us is then somebody else comes and buys, whether they're a customer or a distributor, and a 5th person comes on, your monthly residual check increases by 25% of whatever the volume of that order is. If a 6th person comes in, it increases. A 7th, it increases. An 8th, it increases. That's how it's designed. And, I know, Michael, you're on there. We talked about that. I think people are so confused when he was talking about rank advancements. Hopefully I clarified that. By no means, by the way, am I the expert on a comp plan. I paid big money and I hired one of the smartest individuals in the industry to put that together. We are going to do a compensation for training webinar and call with him, and he'll explain everything. But we really designed it. That's why, like, our rank advancements aren't $2,000, $5,000, because it doesn't make sense, because you're probably going to have an even number of people that buy packages. And so those numbers, they won't match, not when we're doing $40 packages or $120 packages or $240 packages. We're designed that when people buy these packages, that number of volume matches that rank qualification, and bam, you hit it. Another thing we talk about, this you guys are getting me all fired up about this, because when other people tell me they got a good comp plan, it just makes me upset, because they're just smoke and mirror, and they're frustrating people. They're doing what you said, Brad, giving this industry a bad name, and there are a lot of posers. But, we're set that when you hit those numbers, you make that rank advancement. And that's why we put in there in your first 30 days, if you want to jump on it, to help you get your volume up, get people to buy the 120 packs or the 240 packs. There's no reason you got to buy a bunch of spots for people in your family so you can get product. So, that when you hit that volume, you figure people come in with starter packs at 120. It only takes 10 of those people, and do the math, folks. You've already hit 1,200. You got a rank advancement. You're already increasing your money. It's just cool stuff. So that's what's really cool about me. And then this is what gets me. When these companies go, oh, what does it take? And I get this question all the time. What does it take for me to qualify for the comp plan? How many people do I have to sign up? 4, 5, 6? No, 1. And they just can't fathom that. They're like, why 1? Well, because it is what it is. That's how we structured it. You shouldn't have to stand on your head, lean to the east. The weather doesn't have to be right, be hit by lightning to get it to work. If you bring a person in, you should make commission on that. And if they do something else, you should make commission on that. And it's just that simple. So, people get confused. They're like, well, and here's the thing, as a business owner, folks, that's great for shrinkage and breakage for the company, because if, the average person may only get 3 people. So if you don't get 4, I'm never going to pay you anything. Well, that's great for the company. Pretty soon all your people get frustrated. If the people aren't happy, then the company's not going to prosper. And that's why I said on the call, you guys are all owners in this company. This company doesn't belong to me. This company belongs to you guys. You guys are the ones out there promoting it. You're the ones that are sharing the love. You're the ones that are creating incomes and making millionaires out there, and leaving legacies. And so that's where the money needs to go, is back there. And on the same side, to be the caveat of that, and certainly the company can't go broke, but it needs to be structured that you guys can actually make some money, that everybody in this can make some money and that it's easy to do. You know, and one more thing, and then I'll shut up because I'll go forever. But I got to tell you, Brad, you made me think about something when you talk about these so many people in this industry. It breaks my heart. There really is. Hopefully we can change that. And I really hope that people out there, even if they're only making a couple, $200, $300, $400, $500, you know, to me that's beautiful. It helps pay their little car payment, you know, helps pay a furniture bill or a little something on their house. I think that's wonderful. And I want the products to do something for them and then continue to make that money. Certainly, we're going to have a lot of millionaires. That's why we have $1 million rank advancement. I haven't seen anybody that has that yet, but we do. But if you go on the social network, I just got to get a plug out to Rod Harrell. I watched his video this morning, and it cracked me up because he talked about phony people and how we're different. It goes back to what you said, Brad, about we're real people. We're real family. We really support one another. And watch it because it's funny. It's about some people going out of the wall in a luxury car and leaning down in front of it going, yo, what's up? I'm in my car, when, you know, they're driving an old 63 Hindley that don't work. And it cracked me up, and it's true about that in this industry. So, you know, we're just putting some real people in it with real results, with a real comp plan that you can make some money. And you know what? Just all the things that we're trying to change, you know, paying people for customer volume. I'm tired of people crapping on the customers and saying we don't want customers. And you all know that's what makes it tough in this industry is to say, you know, because people, if they want to buy your product, typically in this industry, you're like, oh, I don't want you to just buy the product as a customer. You need to sign up. And you're putting a hard sell on them, and they get frustrated. They go away. Think about how many, over the years, how many opportunities you've had that you probably could have had somebody buy it if you had a good product. And I don't even know. There's not that much out there. But that would have bought that if they could have got in with the no-hassle approach, that they could have just bought your product. And I'm here to tell you guys, Nutrithin's been around for quite a few years. And there are people, when we first took it to market, it was $100. It was $99.95 for a 30-day supply. And people bought that. And there are people, I could give you names right now, who have continued to buy that every month for over 5 years and have never signed up a person. And they followed us as we've made these changes. And that tells you we're a product-driven company. So, you know, you guys are going to get volume, whether they're distributors or independent professionals building it, or they're customers that are buying your product. And if your customers refer people, they get customer rewards points that they can use in there to buy more product. And when they get that more product, that helps you guys. And so it's a win-win thing. But I'm going to shut up because I could go on forever. But you guys are awesome. Thanks for having me here on this Google Hangout. I know all of us, we get talking, we can't shut up. So I'm out. I'm going to kick it back to you. Thanks, you guys. I'm honored to be here.
Yeah, one thing I want to talk about on the comp plan is what people need to understand is from day one when you join this business, your residuals commission start day one. Example, let's say you join this business May 1st, okay? You get your 4 people, you're making your money. Guess what? In other companies, if you got your 4 people that same day, fine. You get your new order bonus, that's fine. Well, then all of a sudden your order goes through on June 1st. Guess what? I get my commission on company A. That's when their reorder is. Guess what? You're not going to get your residual check for 60 days after you join. You know how powerful it is that from day one when you join this business, your residuals start that day with real-time commissions. So that right there in itself is a momentum builder. And then when you can look in your back office and see your e-wallet as people are enrolling other individuals or selling product, getting customers, and you can see your check multiplying on a daily basis. That's unheard of. No one's ever done that before, you know. And that's what's so cool is the fact that when I join, I just don't get some fast start bonus and have to wait 60 days for my residual if those people are still going to be ordering product. Nah, man, my residuals start that first day. And that's a real awesome concept that I've never had before. And I think that's pretty amazing. That's all I got to say.
Right on.
This is what it really is. Boom. Boom. That's all I got to say. You know, your mind.
Yeah, baby.
Listen, we've been on here enough. I just hope we shared a lot of information with you. We are jacked. We are soaked. We are just like all in it to win it. I'm telling you, this is going to be a fantastic, fantastic movement. Like I always say at the end of every video, this life is about being happy, healthy, and wealthy. Let's get it together. EBS Nutrition is the way. God bless. We love you all. Share this with your friends. Have fun with it. You know, we have fun making this, so have fun watching it. Listen, guys.
All right,
Amen.
Good hangout.
Thanks, everybody.
Talk to you later.
You got it, man.
Hey, make sure this is recorded, Gerald.
Oh, all the time, man. All the time.
Got it. Want to post it. Bye.
Bye.